beg everyone, make peace answer president for Yokana today, so that development and progress will take place to our people, especially our youth. Make the fight killing and kidnapping stop. As 2023 campaign they begin so, make nobody use it to cause trouble. Make we save, preserve this beautiful Yokana land and give peace the chance. And Naloma Maiba, Chairman Chief Executive Officer Global Safe International, they bring on this message.
Do you know you have a say in how Nigeria turns out? The prayers we pray and the words we speak today will determine our future in the next few days.
Everyone needs a superhero.
You've heard about it. It's real.
It is.
It's
Super FM, Nigeria's #1 family, lifestyle, talk and urban radio station.
Super FM.
It's going. It's out of here.
I get for my sports information. Sports.
Patriots and the Giants.
You like football, right? High five, football fan.
I love baseball more than anything.
This is Sports on Super FM, Nigeria's #1 family, lifestyle talk, and urban radio station.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to this fantastic edition of Super Breakfast Sports with me, Mary J, on your #1 family lifestyle talk and urban radio, Super 93.3 FM, Port Harcourt. Today is Friday, the 5th day of August 2022. Now, from talking about what one club president said on the show yesterday, today we'll be revisiting yet another comment from a club president. Well, actually, he's not a club president, but ex-Bayern Munich CEO Karl-Heinz Rummenigge has recently made a shocking submission. To put it bluntly, he basically said Sadio Mane alongside Matthijs de Ligt are not world-class players. And now, because of that, we'll be trying to figure out what makes a world-class player and also answer the question about Sadio Mane. Is Sadio Mane a world-class player? And for you who are... of course, football lovers all over the world would like to know who are the world-class players at your favorite club. We'll be hearing from a friend who covers the Bundesliga live all the way from Germany, Kai Bogdanbach. He will be with us. We'll get his thoughts on the show and also speaking to Kelechi Clifford on the Breakfast Sports this morning. Not to worry, as always, you can all get in touch with us and let us know what you think by heading to our Facebook page at Super FMPH, where we're live streaming to drop your comments starting from now. You can also feel free to text us on WhatsApp or use the phone lines when we throw them open. Now, without further ado and without wasting any more time, vamos. All right, we'll kick off today's Breakfast Sports talking about some stories developing or some stories that happened on the local front yesterday. Remember, it is time for the ITO FA Cup. We already gave you updates from the men's draw, and here's some updates from the women's draw now. The round of 16 games for the women's draw in the ongoing 2021-2022 ITO FA Cup were played across various centres yesterday, and here are the results. Bielsa Queens were given a 3-0 scoreline in a walkover over Niger Amazons. Abruka Queens lost to Abia Angels by 3-1. Niger Rattles lost to Nasarawa Amazons by 1-0. Immaculate Queens were dealt a heavy beating as they were hammered 8-0 by Confluence Queens. Honey Badgers lost 2-0 to Delta Queens. Heartland Queens defeated Dana's Ladies by 2-1. Oshun Babes lost in a 5-goal thriller against Royal Queens. The game ended 3-2 in favor of Royal Queens, while FC Robo Queens defeated Edo Queens by 2-0. Sticking with women football, but now on the international scene, ever-present African flag bearers Nigeria departed the shores of the country on Thursday evening for this year's FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup finals taking place in Costa Rica. Coach Chris Danjuma has picked team captain Oluwatosin Demehi and 20 others to wear Nigeria's colours at the 19-day championship. A full list of the Nigeria's Under-20 contingent to the FIFA Under-20 World Cup includes goalkeeper Nelly Eke, Amonle Oyono, Peace Obidima, defenders Oluwatosin Demehi, who is the captain of the side, Omowumi Oshobukola, Rofia Timura, Jumoke Alani, Chidima Ogbuchi, Oluchi Ohegbulem. In the midfield department, we have Bashirat Amo, Esther Oyenezide, Ado Yina, Motunrayo Amo, Chinyere Kalu, Deborah Abiodun, while on the front line we have Blessing Okwe, Joy Jerry, Mercy Idoko, Flourish Sebastian, Chioma Olise, and Chiamaka Okuchuku. Nigeria will play France, Canada, and Korea Republic in Group C of the 16-nation tournament starting on the 10th of August 2022. Africa's other flag bearers, Ghana, are up against cup holders Japan, the Netherlands, and three-time champions United States of America in Group B. Let's just run you through the group pairings for the FIFA Women's Under-20 World Cup in Costa Rica. Group A comprises of host Costa Rica alongside Australia, Spain, and Brazil. Group B is made up of Germany, Colombia, New Zealand, and Mexico. Group C, where we have the Falconets of Nigeria. We also have France, Canada, and the Korea Republic. And Group D, Ghana will play alongside Japan, the Netherlands, and the USA. Nigeria's first match of the competition will be against France, which hosted the 2018 edition. And now at the 2014 championship in Canada, France finished in third place, while Nigeria finished as runners-up. Still sticking with the female national teams now, the senior female national team here in Nigeria, the Super Falcons squad have now reported that the squad to the 12th edition of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco are still waiting for the country's football federation, that's the NFF, and the sports ministry to settle outstanding debts from the WAFCON 2022 tournament and other training camps. Now, recall that the Super Falcons boycotted training before their third-place playoff against Zambia on the 22nd of July over the non-payment of both bonuses and allowances. It is reported that each player is owed over $10,000, which includes win bonuses for the 3 victories en route to the semi-finals in Morocco. The NFF insists that the money will be paid soon, but one member of the squad who spoke to the BBC said the players have been, quote, told different lies. The player who pleaded anonymity said, and I quote, "They said the money had been approved and will get to us in a few days' time. That was before the game against Zambia. It is now gone from that to ridiculous excuses like wrong account numbers to network issues. The lies and disrespect clearly shows that they love to treat the women's team like the unwanted child. The sports ministry was always quick to celebrate our success with big statements, but since this money problem started, they've been quiet." End of quote. It is believed that allowances while the team was in Morocco totaling $2,800 and money for a pre-tournament camp in Abuja have been paid to the squad. However, along with their win bonuses in North Africa, Super Falcons players are yet to receive sums relating to trips to Austria and Canada, as well as a bonus for beating Ivory Coast over 2 legs to qualify for the WAFCON finals. Now to some basketball on the break for sport this morning. Two-time Nigeria Basketball League champion Soso Bob Manuel has lamented the plight of the players of Nigerian Basketball League champions Rivers Hoopers Basketball Club of Rivers State, who according to him are some of the best players in the land and as such are supposed to be playing basketball at a high level either in Europe or in the United States of America. He said this while speaking at a media briefing for the Future Champions International Basketball Camp.
What we do here is a joke. We don't even start. I see the best players. We have literally the best team in Nigeria, the best team for the past couple of years. They've been here. And it kills my heart to see where they are. Because these kids are not supposed to be here. They are supposed to be in Europe, Asia, plying their trade. But because of the situation we have in Nigeria, they can't even do that.
He further branded the state of basketball in the country as a joke, blaming the poor state of basketball in the country as the reason why even the best home-based players are not regulars on the national team roster.
Now, everything in Nigerian basketball, to me, is a joke because we can be better. That's why at the end of the day, no matter how good we train, when the coach comes, if he has a chance, he'll pick those from outside the country to represent Nigeria.
Now, from basketball to some updates from the Team Nigeria camp at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Nigerian para-athlete Goodness Nwachukwu did put on a show for the spectators at the Alexander Stadium in Birmingham, breaking not just one, but 2 world records in quick succession to dominate her event at the Games. Nwachukwu clinched the gold medal for Nigeria in women's discus F42-44/61-64 event, putting down a commanding performance that set her apart from the rest of the field. She opened up with a world record of 34.84 meters and then bettered that mark, setting a new world record of 36.86 meters, which set her on course for the gold medal just after 2 attempts. Those throws got the spectators pumped, and they were rooting for the Nigerian to have yet another world record each time she stepped into the arc. Similarly, for Lasade Oluwafemi Ayo, broke her own world record to win gold for Team Nigeria in the women's heavyweight powerlifting event. The Paralympic champion was in an incredible form, lifting a new world record of 155 kilograms to clinch the gold medal, which happens to be her first gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. In fact, it was an inspired Nigerian 1-2 finish, with Bose Omolayo getting in on the act as well, securing the silver medal with a lift of 145 kilograms. Very clear of the third place finisher, Australia's Hanni Watson, who won the bronze medal with a lift of 127 kilograms. Before coming into the competition, Oluwafemi Ayo had a previous world record of 152.5 kg, which she set at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Now, those were from actions on day 7 as it concerns Team Nigeria. Now, looking ahead of today's action on day 8, head coach of Team Nigeria female wrestler Purity Ako has said he is expecting enough medals from the wrestlers, judging by the level of their preparations. Team Nigeria in wrestling will take to the mat today as the event starts at the ongoing Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. As a team continue to prepare, Aku said they trained and worked hard enough to be able to get enough medals in the tournament. Speaking to the media, Coach Purity expressed optimism.
I expect enough medals by the grace of God, because we have put in a lot of effort. We have trained. I've been in Bayelsa, trained for a couple of weeks. We had a lot of tournament this year, African Championship ranking series, to prepare ourselves for this Commonwealth Games. So by the grace of God, I'm very optimistic that the female team we're going to do well. I want all our fans to keep praying for us. I'm promising them we're not going to disappoint them. We're putting 100% effort to make Nigeria proud.
Still in wrestling, 2-time Commonwealth Games gold medalist and defending champion in the women's 57 kg weight division, Oduayo Adekuroye, has hailed the environment around Team Nigeria's camp at the ongoing Commonwealth Games. She went further to reveal that her aim at the Games is to make Nigerians proud by retaining her title.
They should keep praying for me. Their girl is here to make them proud again. I'm coming to take my title, to defend my title, and become 3 times Commonwealth gold medalist.
Similarly, Olympic gold medalist Blessing Oborodudu also stated her readiness ahead of her first bit of action on the mat later today.
I'm fully prepared, ready to wrestle. Let's pray for Blessing Oborodudu and keep believing Blessing Oborodudu. By the special grace of God, the flag will be flying tomorrow.
Meanwhile, coach of Team Nigeria male wrestlers at the Games, Victor Kode, revealed that he expects the wrestlers to win gold medals at the Games, considering the level of hard work and preparation the team has put in.
We are prepared very well from Nigeria to this time. We are here to perform. I expected gold medals, not even bronze or silver, by the grace of God, because we work very hard for it. We will do our best not to shame them, because we have to prove to them that we work very hard.
Now, still speaking in wrestling, the president of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, Daniel Igali, has been re-elected as vice president of the Commonwealth Wrestling Board. The World Olympic champion Igali polled 17 of the available votes to beat his closest rival from Canada, who got 15 votes at a meeting of the General Assembly of the Commonwealth Wrestling Committee on the sidelines of the ongoing 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, to emerge one of the 3 vice presidents of the body. In a message to members of the press, an elated Igali wrote, and I quote, "I was re-elected into the executive board of the Commonwealth Wrestling Committee and retained my position as vice president," end of quote. The mandate, which is for the next 4 years, between 2022 and 2026, will see the board improve outreach and increase its efforts for promotion and the development of wrestling within the Commonwealth. So congratulations to Honorable Daniel Igali. And now for our big discussion this morning, which centers around Sadio Mane's status, world-class status, question being put into question. Now, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, the former CEO of Bayern Munich, has criticized the Bavarian outfit for breaking the bank to sign Sadio Mane and Matthijs de Ligt in the summer transfer window. Now, Bayern Munich, if you remember, paid a sum of 32 million euros for Sadio Mane, and he was reportedly said to earn a salary around 15 million euros a year, making him one of the highest earners at the Allianz Arena. Meanwhile, de Ligt joined the Bundesliga champions from Juventus for an initial fee of 67 million euros. In his column for Sports Buzzer, Rummenigge means no words to express his displeasure over the transfer activity carried out by Bayern. He said, and I like to quote him now, why has Hassan Salihamidzic and co. been praised for recently their summer transfers? Honestly, I can't join in chorus and jubilation. With all due respect for Sadio Mane and Matthijs de Ligt, both of them are not world-class players for me. Of course, Mane will do the Bundesliga good and score his goals, but at the age of 30, I don't see him at the absolute top level. And now, because of these comments, the fans in Germany are not quite excited about what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, who of course is two-time Ballon d'Or winner in Germany in European football, has said. And I spoke to a friend in Germany, Kai Bock-Dambach, who works with a couple of the outfits there in Germany covering the German Bundesliga. And here are his thoughts on the issue of Sadio Mane being world-class and the comments made by Bayer CEO, ex-Bayer CEO Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Hey everyone, this is Kai Dombach, and it's an absolute pleasure to be here. I've done Bundesliga commentary on Deutsche Welle Radio, and I am currently a photographer in the Bundesliga for Zuma Press and Defoe Images, a couple of wire services in the US and Germany respectively. I'd have to say that Bayern fans are absolutely thrilled for this guy. I mean, in the Super Cup last week, he scored a goal in that absolutely chaotic, mayhem, bedlam-inducing game in Leipzig, and they came away with the 5-3 victory, and it was a lot closer than that scoreline seemed. So these fans are really happy for Mane coming in the place of Lewandowski. Well, I don't think that we can exactly repeat word for word what Rummenigge said about Mane. Just to give it to your audience, he basically said, who the hunk is this guy? And I've got to tell you, if you don't know who Mane is at this point in the game, I really don't know what kind of football you're watching. Everyone knows and loves Mane unless you're on the opposition sideline. I guess that's why he said that. So yeah, the Bayern fans haven't really taken too kindly to that comment, but as you know, it's Eintracht Frankfurt and Bayern Munich to kick off the Bundesliga on Friday night. So he just might have to eat those words, if you will. I'd have to say, you know, someone who's obviously, first of all, at the top of their game, period. I mean, you could also call Robert Lewandowski world class. I mean, he has the single season record for goals scored in a Bundesliga season. So if that doesn't make him world class, I don't know what does. But Mane will absolutely be a fantastic replacement for the man from Poland. And what makes someone world-class on top of their athleticism is also their mindset. They're not satisfied with, you know, doing okay. They're willing and trying and driving to be the absolute best that they can absolutely possibly be. And I see that in Mane. And Bayern Munich have been incredibly lucky, but not just lucky. You know, they just know exactly what they're doing year in, year out. That's why they keep winning all the time. Merritt J, my man, it was absolutely wonderful to talk with you on Super FM, Port Harcourt. It was an absolute blast to be here. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. It was great.
All right, those are the thoughts of American-German sports journalist Kai Bock-Dambach, who covers the Bundesliga in Germany. Now, the issue is Sadio Mane. The comments were made by former Bayer CEO Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, two-time Ballon d'Or winner. He said, so he should know, you know, being two-time Ballon d'Or winner, he should know what a world-class player looks like. And then he says, that's not Sadio Mane. Maybe because of the age, because he mentioned being at 30 years old, he cannot consider Mane to be at the absolute top level. But then this is a club that just let go of a 33-year-old Robert Lewandowski who won in succession the FIFA The Best Men's Player Award. So we'd like to hear from you now. Head on to our phone line, 0705 079 1021 and 0811 743 102. And you can also text us on WhatsApp, 0905 948-1021. Is Sadio Mane? Do you agree with the comments of Karl-Heinz Rummenigge saying Sadio Mane, with all due respect, is not a world-class player? Let us get your thoughts on the show right away. We have a couple of those comments from our Facebook page, and we'll read them while your calls come in. All right. Okay, we'll just give it a little bit of time for our WhatsApp. Let's attend to those from the phone lines. Good morning to you. Welcome to Super Breakfast Sports.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Michael calling from Rupoko.
Michael, nice to have you on the show. Go ahead.
Yes, I would say that Sadio Mane is a very great player.
Okay.
Right from Liverpool down to Bayern Munich, and he has done very well to be a world-class player. So I disagree. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for your thoughts. And I think a lot of people will throw that line as well, disagreeing with what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge said. Like the fans in Germany, we've been told, have disagreed with Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. On Facebook, we have Noali Befi saying Sadio Mane is a world-class player in his standard. Every player is a world-class player in his own category and ratings. My world-class players are Gabriel Jesus, Bukayo Saka, and Martin Odegaard. I'm an Arsenal fan. Gabriel Jesus, Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard. All right, thank you so much, Noali Befi, for your thoughts. Good morning to you. Welcome to Super Breakfast Sports.
Good morning to you, my sports chief.
Good morning, The Real Gift.
Thank you very much. Please, don't vex so. Okay, I'll ask you one question.
Go ahead, quickly.
What do you mean the criteria that they take measure will be world-class player?
Top level performance has to be it. Accolades won individually and collectively has to be it as well.
So the man, he don't win anything before.
Won a lot.
And don't win. And that means he don't meet some of the criteria, if not all. Have we?
Yep.
Well, just help me tell Car, in case you see him. So we are told in my community that you don't use some other person's rain to plant your corn. You shouldn't use some other person to just share the money, because as far as I'm concerned, Robert Lewandowski will come up from Bayern as we speak was 33 before he left. Is he not?
Yes.
Said you 30. I don't want to say what thing I carry for mind at this point in time because this is a radio. But I believe that sometimes when people don't sit down with they want, they should just watch. As far as I'm concerned, I believe just like your guy who spoke earlier from Germany said, I believe at the end of today's match, maybe we just eat up. The thing will swallow in what. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for joining the program. Good morning to you. Welcome to Super Breakfast Sports.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Chooks Asai, calling from LLMO.
Good morning, Chooks. Go ahead very quickly.
Okay, that man that said Sadio Mane is not a world-class player. I wonder who else will be a world-class player. Sadio Mane is one of the best players in the world. Any team will pray to have him as their player.
All right.
That position that he plays, I wonder who in the world that would displace him.
All right, thank you so much for your thoughts. Unfortunately, we have to run out of the studio right now, but so much thanks to you, so much appreciation to you guys for listening to the program and also putting your phone calls through to us and your messages on WhatsApp and Facebook. Very well appreciated. We'll have a lot of time to talk about this. Remember, the Premier League kicks off today with Arsenal traveling to Crystal Palace, and also the German Bundesliga will see Eintracht Frankfurt play against Bayern Munich. Lyon versus Ajaccio will kick off the league on today. Thank you once again for being a part of the show, and thank you to my producer, Ruki Ogono, for doing this one with me. We will be back by 5 p.m. with a lot of sporting discussion, but in the meantime, enjoy your day here on Super 93.3 FM Port Harcourt.
We know what you want and how you want it.
You're Super FM. Yeah!
What a life, giving your life a meaning, bringing you the good news, exposing the truth of the gospel. What a life.
Get insight into the deep truth of the Word of God with Reverend Ray. What a Life with Reverend Ray, airing on